You are lying in bed. It's 1:30 a.m. You are exhausted. Your eyes are burning. You know you have to wake up in 5 hours. But you can't put the phone down. You tell yourself, just 5 more minutes. But 5 minutes turns into an hour. And then 2 hours. Why do we do this? Why do we sabotage our own rest, even when we desperately want to sleep? It feels like a glitch in the human brain, a virus that overrides your logic. But it is not a glitch, and you are not addicted to the screen. What you are experiencing is revenge bedtime procrastination, and once you understand the psychology behind it, you can finally turn it off. To understand the glitch, we have to look at your day. From the moment you wake up, your time does not belong to you. You have to commute in traffic. You have to reply to emails. You have to attend meetings. You have to do chores. For 14 hours straight, you are following orders. You are giving away your energy to everyone else. Psychologists call this a loss of autonomy. Autonomy is the basic human need, to feel like you are in control of your own life. When your day is completely hijacked by obligations, your brain feels suffocated. It feels like you are a machine. So, when 11 p.m. finally rolls around, and the house is quiet, and nobody needs anything from you, your brain finally sees a window of freedom. This is your only me time, and going to sleep feels like surrendering that freedom. Sleep means fast-forwarding to tomorrow, and tomorrow means the stress starts all over again. So you rebel. You stay up to reclaim your stolen time. This is the revenge. You are taking revenge on your own daytime. But here is the trap. Your brain thinks it is resting. It thinks scrolling is relaxing. But scrolling is not rest. Scrolling is a high dopamine activity. Every video you watch forces your brain to process new information. New faces, new sounds, new threats. Your nervous system is on high alert. You are sitting completely still in bed, but neurologically, you are running a marathon. This brings us to the core problem: ego depletion. Your willpower is not infinite. It is a finite resource. Think of your willpower like a battery. When you wake up, it is fully charged, but every decision you make drains it. Choosing a healthy lunch over junk food drains the battery. Forcing yourself to focus in a boring meeting drains the battery. Holding back your temper when someone is annoying drains the battery. By the time 11 p.m. arrives, your battery is completely dead. You have zero willpower left. And going to sleep actually requires willpower. It requires you to actively choose to stop consuming dopamine. When your ego is depleted, your brain takes the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance is scrolling. You don't need willpower to scroll. The app is designed to do the work for you. It is a passive drip of dopamine. It requires nothing from you, so you get stuck in a paralysis loop. You are too tired to do anything productive, but too wired to actually sleep. So how do we fix this? If the problem is a lack of daytime autonomy, we have to inject autonomy back into your day. You need to implement the useless time protocol. Right now, every minute of your day has a purpose. Even your breaks are optimized. You listen to educational podcasts while doing dishes. Your brain never gets to just be. You have to schedule useless time. Time that is intentionally unproductive. Time where nothing is required of you. 30 minutes a day. Play a video game. Stare at the wall. Read a trashy fiction novel. But it must be screen-free if possible. When you give your brain a taste of freedom during the day, it won't feel so starved for it at night. The pressure valve is released. You won't need to stay up until 3 a.m. because you already got your revenge at 4 p.m. It is about satisfying the craving before it becomes an uncontrollable hunger. If you starve a dog all day, it will tear apart the kitchen at night. Your brain is that dog. Feed it small amounts of autonomy during the day, and it will let you sleep at night. This one change reduces nighttime scrolling by 70%, because you are no longer a prisoner to your schedule. But what if you try this, and you still feel wide awake at 1 a.m.? You might think you are just a natural night owl. But biology tells a different story. When you push past your natural sleep window, your brain panics. It thinks there must be a reason you are forcing yourself to stay awake. It assumes you are in danger. So it releases a massive spike of cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. It is your body's built-in emergency alarm system. This is why you get that second wind at midnight. You aren't actually full of energy. You are just full of stress. Your body is preparing to run from a tiger. But you are just lying in bed watching TikTok. This cortisol spike completely destroys your sleep architecture. Even if you fall asleep at 2 a.m., your sleep is shallow and fragmented. You wake up feeling like you were hit by a truck. So we need a way to lower the cortisol. We need to signal to the brain that the emergency is over. This brings us to the second phase of the fix. The identity shift. Stop telling yourself that you are a night owl. When you label yourself as a night owl, you give your brain an excuse to stay awake. You turn a bad habit into a personality trait. You are not a night owl. You are just a morning person who is chronically stressed. So how do we physically get you off the phone? When the dopamine pull is so strong, you have to use the friction protocol. Right now, scrolling has zero friction, and going to sleep has high friction. You have to reverse the math. Step 1. Charge your phone across the room. Do not bring it into the bed. If you wake up at 1 a.m. and want to scroll, you are allowed to. But you have to physically get out of bed to do it. You have to stand in the cold. Suddenly, scrolling has friction. Your exhausted brain will do the calculus. It will realize that standing in the cold is too much work, and it will choose the path of least resistance. The bed becomes the low-friction reward. Step 2. The 10-minute wind-down. You cannot go from 100 miles an hour to 0. Your brain needs a transition state. Spend 10 minutes doing something analog. Read a fiction book. Do a brain dump in a journal. Close all the open tabs in your mind. When you empty the RAM in your brain, it finally feels safe to shut down. This is how you reclaim your autonomy. You stop fighting your biology and start outsmarting it. Revenge bedtime procrastination is a symptom. It is a symptom of a life that feels out of your control. If you hate your daytime, you will always try to escape into your nighttime. The phone is just the easiest escape pod. So while these hacks will help you sleep, the ultimate cure is building a life that you don't feel the need to escape from. You need to find pockets of joy during the day. Take a walk on your lunch break. Say no to a meeting you don't need to be in. Carve out tiny islands of autonomy. Because when your day belongs to you, your night can finally be for rest. You won't need revenge, because there is nothing left to avenge. The war is over. Your brain can finally clock out. If this video resonated with you, it means you are not alone. Millions of people are trapped in the exact same loop. But now you know the name of the glitch. And once you name a monster, it loses its power over you. Tonight, when 1 a.m. rolls around, and you feel that urge to keep scrolling, I want you to pause. Look at the phone. Realize it is giving you fake freedom. And put it on the other side of the room. Take your sleep back. Because the best way to win tomorrow is to surrender tonight. If you want to understand more hidden glitches in your psychology, hit the subscribe button. I decode the human brain every single week, so you can stop fighting yourself and start working with yourself. Until next time, get some sleep.